Hi Leo, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy. I'm here to do your November video for 2023. Welcome. So I've got it all laid out and I smudged myself and the cards and everything. And you had one jumper, one, and that is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is about trying to fulfill all of our dreams at once. We have a lot of desires, we have a lot of wishes, we have a lot of bucket list, that sort of thing. And you're really loading up your plate. All of these things are accomplishable. Like you can accomplish these things. But it's trying to spin too many plates at once, you know what I mean? Like, just take it one at a time. There's no rush. I also feel like in some ways you feel like you have to prove something, or you like to have something. It may be, in the eyes of your peers, or in the eyes of the dating world, and your partner. You want to prove to them that you're worth something, you are something, but you are, Leo. You don't have to have the stuff or the job title or whatever to prove it. You are something. Leo, especially the king of the jungle, the top of the food chain. I mean, the lion, your animal totem. So, anyway, in the recent past, you have the chariot, the Page of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I kind of see an interesting shift going on here, or a shift that wants to happen here, Leo. Okay? And right now we're in a doorway between these two eclipses, so it is prime time. It's a firefly moment. Okay? This is a firefly moment. What I mean by that is it's only going to be bright for a little while. You're only going to see it for a little while and then it disappears again. And so this is a moment that you can achieve that shift you're looking for. However, there's something that you need to sacrifice to do so. The Hanged Man is right in the middle of the line here. And the Hanged Man is in some way where we feel powerless. We're hanging there waiting for something to happen. We can't move, we can't talk, and we can't do anything. We can just watch. And so what needs to happen in the Hanged Man is we need to give something up for the greater good. We need to look at something from a different perspective, to see the possibility, to see a different, they say there's more than one solution to any problem. So there's the other solutions, I feel like, and maybe that's what the Seven of Cups is really about. Looking at other solutions, broadening your scope. So, because I think you want something new. The Chariot says you're being pulled in two directions. You want things that you have in your life now. However, you want these other really great things, and the two don't go together in a recipe. They just don't go together. You don't put ice cream and pickles together. It's this kind of thing, and so there's one you need to take out so that you can have the taste you desire. And so in the Page of Pentacles, this is the new thing. You may not even be sure exactly what that is. You just know you don't want the old thing, or where you are now. And so you're really wanting, for one thing, I think, is to do some healing, because you could be depressed or have anxiety, or, like a lot of us, feel helpless, down and stuff like that. And so you're wanting change in your life. And I also think you want to improve relationships, okay? And you could be very sensitive, because the Knight of Cups is, out to connect. He wants to connect with who's ever in this house. and he secretly just is in love, or this could be a friendship, this could be a family relationship that you want to repair, reconnect with, because the Knight of Cups is out to express their feelings. He's going to go and knock on that door, and he's going to say, "Is so and so there?" Because there's something I have to tell them. I have to say this. I have to, know. And the knights take action. So this is the great thing. The Chariot, I also want you to know, is a victorious card. You're beginning with the sunshine, shining all over this, because there's something good that's going to happen out of this, and you're going to gain victory, right? You're going to get there. However, we need, even in the Chariot, you need to choose a path. You can't ride both, okay? So there's this choice thing happening for you, because ultimately you want connection. It's really what you want right now, okay? With whom, I'm not sure. Maybe with a lot of people. Maybe there's many, but you want that. And so the great thing is at the other end, you have the wheel. And the wheel is the change you're seeking. And it's because you express yourself. It's because you reach out and you connect, It's something you're going to take action on. And this is going to create the change I think that you want. The Wheel of Fortune is a lot about karma, right? And so we get what we give, right? So if you're angry, you're kind of going to get people like, "Oh, I don't know," and it's your energy. So I think you're creating some new energy here, okay? And it might be hard to do, at first. It's not so easy if you've been living your life, if you're always getting up at 10 in the morning and someone else gets up at 6, and now you have to adjust this whole thing in your life. I'm just using this as an example, but it's hard when you've always gotten up, and now change my schedule is just so weird. So adjustment takes a little while. Give yourself that time, all right? In the present, you have the Three of Rods, the Two of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords is in the dead center of your reading. So you could have an air sign around you, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And the Aquarius is also a very emotional person, very sensitive, but they seem kind of harsh, they seem like, be careful what you ask them, because they're going to tell you the hard truth, all right? They seem a little cold, a little tough, kind of, right? But they've been hurt, so they don't want to play games with people, but they're also extremely sensitive and compassionate. It doesn't seem like it, but they really are, right? They have a little bit of a barrier there because they're protecting themselves. So anyway, Nine of Swords, Queen of Rods. I'm not sure if these are people, if this is energy you're going through, because, if you look at this middle line here, it's the Hangman feeling, that helpless, or having a hard time shifting from this, what you want, what you have and what you want, right? And so you could start off with the Queen, a little cold at first, but starting to feel compassion, starting to be honest, starting to speak to, and yeah, like I said, be honest, be truthful. But her blue is starting to show through. Her feelings are starting to show through. And so there's a balance going on there between her mind and her heart, right? She's able to balance them a little bit. And then the Ace of Cups at the bottom of this line, it says that you're going to open up. Like you're going to be able to step out of this, it's all sunshine. And the ace is when we allow, um, for one thing, we accept ourselves first. We accept ourselves first. We have a look in the pool, in the pond, and look at ourselves and say, I think you're fine just the way you are. I am fine just the way I am. I am beautiful. I'm a genius. You know, do any of you do affirmations? Because they're really helpful. I had to do them in my 20s. And because I had very low self esteem, and we go through these periods in life, where we feel really high for a while and really good, and other times where we just can't lift ourselves up. And so in my 20s, I went through this low self esteem time. I didn't have a lot of worth. And I started doing affirmations. And so back then, they didn't have a lot of books and stuff. So I would write good messages to myself on my bathroom mirror, behind my sink, in the kitchen, on the fridge, on doors sometimes, and going into rooms. And the message would be, I am beautiful, because I didn't believe it. I am brilliant, because I didn't believe it. And I put a lot of messages around about myself that I didn't currently feel. And the more I said them to myself, because every time you look at one, you need to say it out loud. I am beautiful. And the first time you might sound like, I'm beautiful. And as you keep going, you keep showing more encouragement, more passion about the statement you're making about yourself. And pretty soon you can take them down and put new ones up, because I believe it now. I feel good about that part about myself. And it didn't take anyone telling you, anyone giving you that recognition, that label. You gave it to yourself. You give it to yourself. So anyway, I better get back to the present here. I go on a tangent, Anyhow, so in this current energy, I know that you're preparing for change, okay? And you may not be able to afford it exactly, all right? And that you could be juggling financially, and so I think that you're transitioning. Okay, so for some of you, you have these two women in your life. You might have an air sign and a fire sign, okay? For those others of you, you're transitioning, okay? From this kind of cold energy, but sensitive energy, spiritual, through this dark soul of the night kind of thing. When we have to face some things about ourselves, it's not just others. We can point our finger a lot at other people, but at some point we have to look at ourselves and say, well, what can I change about myself so that I feel better? And then you have the Queen of Rods, and this is very close to your energy, Leo. Except actually the Queen is your energy, I think. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's fire. And this is happier. This is also more energy about the what's possible, taking action on a new venture. So there could be someone around you that is encouraging, and like I said, encouraging messages, because right now, like these are crappy messages, right? You feel trapped in something, or trapped between two people. You could be having nightmares. It's just terrible, okay? The how you're feeling, right? And so anyway, you're needing encouraging messages, right? You're needing to switch that energy around, because it's keeping you kind of in this protective, in this guard mode, defensive mode. So I feel like there could be two women that are going to, for one thing, I feel like they're going to be protecting you. Okay, protecting you. The other thing is, I feel like you may feel left out or something. Like, I don't know, or in the middle or left out or something like that, okay? But I feel like you're transitioning out of that energy. You're going to start to see possibilities. You're also going to stop beating yourself up over, or doubting yourself, or picking on yourself. You know what I mean? And I think it's these positive messages from others and from yourself, because you want some change in your life. There's things in your life that you're not happy with, either where you are, where you're working. Could be all of them, I don't know. But there's things that you need to change in order to move into that energy. We can't sit in poop and complain it smells like poop. You know what I mean? So you got to get up and walk away from that poop. So anyhow, in the future here, you have the Four of Swords, the Star, the Ace of Cups I talked about, the Ten of Cups, and the High Priestess. All right? So, the Four of Swords. This is a recovery card. Okay? The Four of Swords is a recovery card. And it's a healing card. But it's taking a bit of time, taking a time out, a break, and it's kind of looking at your options, and it's looking at the truth. Okay? The truth, the whole truth. So there, it takes more than two to tango. It takes at least two to tango. You know what I mean? And it's never just one person. And not that we're not doing a blame thing or anything. You're looking at your options. You're looking at your map, and thinking, what do I want? And so I think here in the Star is when we purge, right? We purge. We get rid of that stuff. We decide, well, I'm not going to, sit and watch TV all night anymore. If I get mad at the news, I'm not going to sit and watch this, because it really upsets me. And then I have a bad night, and then I have a bad sleep. And so you see how it can just ripple, ripple, ripple. Whether you want to keep informed, but you can maybe do it on the radio or some other sort of form where you can get as much as you need, And so you're starting to adjust things to a little bit here, and get and let go of the habits, the talk, what you're absorbing into your energy, all of that, and any anger maybe you may have, or limitations, all that stuff. Let's get it out. Let's get it out. Okay? Yep, I feel it. Yep. Okay? Because when you do, like, look at this. See, this is what the Star is going to do for you. Okay? So this could be Aquarius energy, but it doesn't have to be. I really feel it's your energy, Leo, but it's what the Star is going to do for you. Okay? You go from, oops, I always used the wrong card. The Four of Swords, where you're healing, taking some time out. You might even get sick. You could have a health issue where you need to rest, okay? And you need to get that break. And this is where it clicks, And then the Star is a healing card too. It is about replenishing and taking the shit out of our lives. Sorry, I said it. And putting good in your life, feeding and fulfilling your life with good things. And then out of that, the transition is the Ace of Cups. So you go from this to this. Two different cards. Look at them. You're going through a real healing time, and you're going to come out of your depression. Whatever this is that you are, you're coming out you know, outside, to people, to life, okay? And this is going to mean the Ten of Cups to you. You know, it's going to change. It's going to bring so much happiness into your life, Leo. I can't even tell you. The 10 is the ultimate. It's one, the ace and the 10 are two of the greatest cards you can get in the tarot. Because as soon as you open up, you know, it's you that's going to bring your own happiness and connection with others, because you realize it's what you need. It's what you love, okay? And then the High Priestess. And, you know, again, the High Priestess says spiritual energy, connecting with the energy of the planets, the shifts, you know, in the environment around us. I also feel like you're going to, I got to tell you, connect with some sort of spiritual energy. That's what I'm really feeling. I don't feel like you're going to become a tarot reader necessarily, but I feel like you maybe connect with a spiritual routine. So, you know, but I feel like it's more personal things. So you may have an altar in your home. You may go out in nature. You may, I don't know. I feel like a church feeling, but the church could be a lot of things. You know, under a tree could be a church, whatever. But I feel like there's something more spiritual and routine that you're bringing into your life. I know normally that's more the Hierophant kind of a card, but I'm feeling it really big time. The routine part is also in the rod energy, because they are really good leaders. You know, Leo, you are the leader. You're a leader. You're and a protector too. Also, I might add. Leo is more protector than Aries. You know, Aries starts to fight Leo, like, you know, and negotiator, right? You have very good negotiations. I also feel that there's something about you that gets some sort of insight now too into it all. Like you're able to see things for what they are and not feel personal about, take them personally. You're able to realize what and where things belong, you know, kind of thing. You can see bigger picture stuff here, bigger picture stuff. But I think you're connecting more with the universe. As corny as that sounds, you really are, okay? And energy. So let's get to the cartomancy part. And cartomancy is the art of reading the regular playing cards. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piles here. And you start with the 2 of hearts, the 5 of clubs, and the 10 of hearts. And so I see some sort of, and this could have happened already, because it looks like something has gone through a cycle, okay? There's some sort of relationship here. Could be passionate, friendship, family. But it went through some sort of a change, you know, a growth stage or something like that, or needed to, okay? And there is happiness and success in this relationship, but I feel like it's going through a change right now. And it may not be easy. I also feel, Leo, like you have some physical challenges, like you may have to go see a doctor, the hospital. You might have something going on with the blood, you know, your blood flow, like your circulation, perhaps, blood pressure. There's health issues, I think, that you may have to attend to, okay? And when you do, you're going to be a lot happier. You're going to feel a lot better. That's part of the healing. Some of this healing you need to do. Some of it's physical because there's things you're not attending to in your physical self, okay? You got a bad foot, but you're not going to see about it. You just keep limping away and feeling, like not your full capacity. So smarten up, okay? um Jack of clubs, king of diamonds, jack of hearts. So see again, here is these two people, it feels like, okay? And I feel that you have love, friendship, support around you, all right? I also feel like there's something to do with the father figure, okay? Or perhaps grandfather. This is an adult male. It could be a woman too. I see this person as the mature person. They are older, over 50. They could be supporting you or advising you financially. They're probably secure. They are okay in life at this time in their life, kind of thing. Also, this person, there could be two children, and by children I mean like these kids could be 40. They don't have to be little, um, but they're very different. They're very different in how they look at life, approach life, this sort of thing. They're different people. You may feel torn between two people, too. You do, somebody does here, feels torn between these two. All right. And these, like I said, these two people, these two kids or people that this king is involved with couldn't be more opposite. But I think this person supports them both some way. Maybe not financially, maybe just emotionally, maybe just giving guidance and that sort of thing, okay? Anyway, I really see a lot of love and support around this unit, whatever the unit is, all right? Also, sometimes the King of Diamonds has green, gray, or really pale blue eyes, but I see them mostly as a mature person, okay? If it's not you, Leo. Next, you have Jack of Spades, Ten of Clubs, Six of Hearts. So, Jack of Spades says there could be some sort of bad news or trouble, something that began as trouble, okay? And it also led to the completion of something at work or at home, one or the other, Leo. Okay, so some sort of trouble. So you watch your P's and Q's, all right? Out of this ending comes a situation where you're going to be a lot happier. There's a possibility you might be moving, Leo, okay? But you're moving into a better situation. I don't think you're happy where you are anyway. There's something about it that's, I don't know, something. I'm not sure exactly what, okay? But the thing is that the situation is going to be improved. I think a relationship specifically is going to be improved. Friendship, family, like I said. Or you could end up meeting somebody in this next place, this next step, or somehow through the transition. You could end up meeting someone that, because I see possible new relationship here that could go all the way. You could marry this person. That's the potential it has. And you might think this as soon as you see them. You might think, I'm marrying that person. I know right now, I can feel it. But you keep it to yourself. You don't say anything. But you think, yep, I'm marrying him or I'm marrying her, This could be another fire sign or an air sign, okay? So, like I said, I feel like this change, this end, which you may worry about a little bit, but it's going to bring better things, Leo. Doors are opening for you because you want change in your life. Anyway, I keep saying that, but King of Hearts, Two of Clubs, Seven of Spades. So the King of Hearts is usually the blue-eyed man. This person is, this could, I feel fatherly about this one too, or family at least, because it feels like this person loves you. Could be you also, Leo. They're a loving person. They're very supportive. They're affectionate. Sometimes the king or the queen of hearts is someone we're really attracted to. We're like, wow, who's that? Kind of thing, and that we fall for. But it could be a family member or something in your life who you care about, right? I feel like there's going to be a meeting, a date, something that is bringing you to tears. To tell you the truth, it makes you really happy. It could be a reconciliation. It could be a reuniting. Something like that. It just could be a meeting. It could be even a business meeting or partnership. Okay, but I'm feeling that this brings you to tears. This is a good thing that's happening, okay? You're really emotional about it. It means a lot to you, all right? And then you have the Eight of Hearts and the Ten of Spades. So the Eight of Hearts is kind of flirty talk, love talk, okay? And the Ten of Spades is a barrier, okay? Okay, this is what I'm going to tell you. If you're currently in a relationship or you're looking for a new partner, one of the things that is a deal breaker for you is someone that flirts with everybody or is on all these sites or displaying inappropriate pictures of themselves, saying inappropriate things. It's important to you how you act and how your partner and how your children act in public and to people, like the person you are, to have integrity. Okay, this is something important to you, Leo. And if a person that you're interested in or currently involved with in some way is displaying this kind of behavior, it's one of the things that you're not interested in a love relationship, okay? So that would be a deal breaker for you. You want someone that's true, that's honest, that's all in, not 1 foot in, 1 foot all in. Okay, you hear? That sort of thing. I also feel like you're deliriously happy about something that's ending in your life. And it's something that, like I said, was creating a barrier for you. I think it's either where you're working or where you're living, all right? It could be in a relationship too, but of course we have negative relationships in those places. I got a big feeling it's something like that. And I feel like it's just going to change your whole attitude when you change out of that. You need it, but you're reluctant to leave it, for some reason. And it could be causing you literally health problems, mental health, physical health. It's eating away at you, Leo. You need to change this. This is going to be so good for you. Don't fear it. Embrace it. You have at least 3 tens, so I'm telling you, you're moving. You're physically moving from where you live, okay? Also, there's something that an attitude, something that, or something, a habit perhaps. And this full moon this weekend, I'm doing this, what's the date today? The 27th or something like that. This full moon is a really good time to think about that, to think about, what is limiting me? Why am I still so unhappy? Well, I live here and this is going on, that's going on. And, you think, and then what would change that? What would change that for me? How could I change that? What are three things that I could do that could change that, And start just looking into it. If it's moving, start looking around. Because you might be thinking, oh, it's too expensive. Look, there might be sometimes, like I said, a firefly moment. You happen to look on that day, and there happens to be an ad that just comes up 2 hours earlier, and you catch it, and you see it, and, a firefly moment. I feel like for you, Leo, this month. And it's only going to be bright for a while. You need to run and catch it. Okay? Run and catch it. So I'm excited for you, The most, and then there's your Ace of Cups, that beginning that you're looking for. It's going to make you so happy. But there's something that you need to purge. And I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's something that's keeping you from what you want, And you need to be honest with yourself about it too. So I'm here. I got your back. I got your six, Leo. I'll be on. I'm always the honest reader. People don't always like it, but anyway. So I hope this helped you this month. If you have a comment, I'd love to hear it. Any questions, go ahead and ask. And happy Halloween too. That's coming up soon. So talk soon. Bye, Leo.